Hi, welcome to episode 9 of Life is Strange 2. So how has Karen's departure affected her parents? To me, Claire seems the most disturbed by it. She has her faith, and I think she finds solace in that. But the mystery of that locked room has me wondering. It's not unusual for a grieving parent, and I think Claire is grieving in the sense that Karen has left and she has no contact with her. It's not unusual for them to want to preserve their child's room as it was when they lived with them. It's a sort of comforting thing because it's full of good memories of better times, and it's a place where maybe Claire takes herself to feel at peace, to reminisce, to heal. That could be why she was spotted going into the room, but Sean, it seems, has an unhealthy suspicion, which might be called intrusive, about why Claire can go into that room and why the boys cannot. He feels it goes beyond Claire wanting just to keep it private. He suspects there's something Claire doesn't want the boys to see, to find out, to discover about their mother. Maybe in some way connected to and possibly partly explaining the reason for Karen's disappearance. We know so little about Karen as a person, only that she left the Diaz home and that any kind of contact or sighting with her since has been sporadic at best. Is it possible Karen was showing some sort of sign of being disturbed in this way during the time she lived with her parents? How well do the grandparents understand what it was like in the Esteban Diaz household? Was this a factor in her disappearance from the boys' home and leaving them? This fact that there was something about Karen which made her not fit in that situation, so that she would leave the children and her husband Esteban behind? Stephen, I think, is more reserved in the way that he copes with Karen's vanishing. He has his thoughts about it, but he keeps them pretty much to himself. He also has his hobby. I get the feeling, his trains are his escape. He's philosophical about Karen internally. He's hurt, but he kind of keeps it to himself because I don't think it's something that he exactly sees eye to eye over with his wife. They've clearly been married a very long time, but this may have caused a kind of rift, a disagreement between them in the way in which they saw it, view it, cope with it. Nevertheless, actually, he isn't completely shut off. He's not unobservant. He has noticed Daniel's superpower, for instance, when Sean was talking to Stephen about it, and is involved enough to kind of offer Sean advice about it. It ties in really with Claire's desire not to draw attention to the boys, to keep them safely hidden away in their house, in this quiet little community where they live as much as possible, not coming into contact with anyone outdoors. It's clear both Stephen and Claire care a lot about Sean and Daniel. There was a massive disconnect, inevitably, when Claire departed, and I think they've felt out of contact since, not just with Esteban but with their grandchildren too. It's been like a double bereavement for them almost. They've lost, in inverted commas, their daughter and their grandchildren. So it's no surprise, and it's actually, I suppose in one respect, rather wonderful that Claire and Stephen have stepped up. They've welcomed the boys in, they've provided them with a home for as long as they need it, and they're risking prosecution themselves by secreting the boys away from the searching authorities. The grandparents, I think, have a plan, which is to keep the boys with them for as long as possible and to use that time to try and convince Sean to abandon his plan of running away to Mexico, to see the sense in actually going back and meeting up with the authorities to try and explain the accusations against them, to give reasons for what actually happened without somehow giving away Daniel's superpower. That's the catch, obviously, isn't it? They could go back and tell the truth, but they can't, in the sense that if they do, then Daniel will be exposed. I think both Claire and Stephen agree that it is the best thing for them to do, to eventually give themselves up and face the music, but whether they can do it, whether they can actually keep the boys safe for long enough to convince them of the wisdom of this, given Daniel's inquisitive nature and his seeming inability to stop himself from exercising his powers, is another matter. So right, that's where we are at the moment. It's time to move on. Let's get into it. We did a lot of exploring of the house. I get the feeling that isn't over. I know there are interactions and things that I've probably missed already. It's just inevitable on a first playthrough of a game like this. Without knowing anything about it, without having read any spoilers or seen anything, you can only go with your gut feeling. And that's what I'm going to do. So bear with me. We'll head off into episode 9, Life is Strange 2. And we're back doing our chores.
How many programs does this thing have? Okay, it will do.
I wonder if he means there's too many programs, because that's not a lot of programs, really, is it? So the chores list, I think, is complete. It said tidy the room, which Daniel did using his powers. Turn the light off, Sean. No, off, Sean. He also said do the laundry, which we've done, and it said hug grandparents as number 3, which we can't do because Claire's gone out and Stephen's playing with his trains. We've looked at everything downstairs, I think. I think we probably need to go out.
I haven't seen any actual fish in there since we got here.
No. Hey, Daniel. Oh, hey. Hey, Daniel. Fish.
Sean, quick! Look at this fish!
What fish is that?
It's so beautiful.
Hey, can you power lift that rock?
It's the one whose
so
fin we
see
saw
the fish?
Easy.
in the
Just
last episode.
watch.
Careful, don't kill the fish. Daniel, this could end in tears, could it not?
See? Hello, little guy.
Yeah, that's its home.
Oh, he's beautiful.
He is. And he likes to live in the shelter of that rock where no one can see him and disturb him, and you've just disturbed him. One fish in that gigantic tank. That's... Did you see that then? Was that Daniel just using his superpower on that pencil or whatever it is next to the phone? I think that moved. I think it moved. Right. So I'm guessing we now need to go outside. Do we?
All right, time to see the sun again.
Yeah, let's go see the sun.
Daniel, you ready?
Outdoor clothing, boys.
We can go out now.
Yes. Wait for me.
Yeah, we've got the key, haven't we, to the shed with the toys in because Stephen gave it us in episode 8. I think I'm remembering quite well here.
Oh, man, finally. Feels so good to be outside. Reminds me of the cabin. Right? Ow! Ow!
The wolves are on the loose. Oh yeah, let's join in.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Watch out for the pack.
Yes, indeed. The wolf boys. I paused there for a second because I'd forgotten that I just checked on my PlayStation light behind me, which I forgot to turn on in my intro. I remembered everything else and forgot that. I've actually also remembered to drink all of my hydration drink nearly from my run this morning, so my wife will be pleased. She's always telling me to do this. She's right, I should. Right, I'm just going to explore the yard. I don't think there's going to be anything untoward hiding here. It's a nice tree that could be used as a Christmas tree. Several of these little trees could be decorated. What are we looking at? Aren't we looking at the shed? There's a shed over here. I thought we were going to the shed. Here's the shed. We have a key.
Get ready for storage wars.
What's wrong?
Frozen lock.
Frozen shut.
Yeah, happens all the time.
Of course.
Sean, look.
Oh my God. Oh, that was a look of annoyance. Hello, Chris. Oh my God. It all ties in.
Did you see that?
We did.
Yeah. We did. It looks like you're okay, though.
You were almost floating.
He was.
I was. I could feel myself in the air. It was awesome. That's an awesome costume.
Just like the t-shirt.
Who's your favorite superhero? I love Power Bear. Oh man, I have the Mega Power Bear. You should check it out. Dude, that's so cool.
Chris, oh God.
Hi, Charles.
I am so sorry. Are you okay?
Dad, I'm fine. I promise.
Are you sure? Listen, I shouldn't... Do you know them?
It's okay, Dad. They're cool. He loves superheroes, even Power Bear.
Ah, gotcha. Hey there. Are you staying with the Reynolds?
So much for keeping yourselves quiet, huh?
Oh, yeah. They're our grandparents.
I see. Oh, geez, Chris. You don't have any damn shoes on. I'm sorry, buddy.
That's because you scared him and he ran out of the house, Dad.
Get you inside.
Yeah. Okay, Dad.
Thanks, guys. Oh, and, if Claire asks, tell her everything is fine.
Is it?
Is it? Really?
Never mind. See you around.
Yeah, good one.
Sure.
Good one, Sean. That's a suspicious look on his face.
Thanks, guys. See you later? Yes, we will.
Daniel,
Here we go.
did you forget everything about the rules already?
Sorry, Sean. Did you want me to let him fall? Really?
Justification. No, it wants me to know what happens. No, we didn't want him to fall, really. He knows the rules. So we'll concede this one. We'll concede this one.
No, you did the right thing.
But
But listen,
I know there's a but coming.
we can't let anybody know. We have to keep a low profile out here.
He's like my age. I bet you would have done the same exact thing.
I think he would.
Don't be mad.
I'm not mad, dude. It's over. Daniel, remember that we're hiding out. So no training and no showing off your power. From now on, you stick with me all the time, okay?
All the time. So the secret's out. Because although I suppose Chris always thought he had superpowers in his mind, so the fact that he's just manifested one wouldn't come as an immense surprise to him. He's always believed, kind of 50% in his imagination, that he's got this superpower. So who knows? Chris has probably gone home now and he's going to be practicing his superpower constantly in the hope that he can repeat it and, you know, make it happen again to confirm that he really has got it. Sean, wake up. I am at the neighbours.
Fuck. That kid never listens.
No, he listens, he just doesn't hear. Or maybe it's the other way around. Window.
Okay. Time to get Daniel at the Ericksons.
Yes. I don't know if there's anything new for us to see in any of these things. We can look at the note again if you like. We know what it says.
Daniel didn't give a shit about what I told him yesterday.
He's impetuous, isn't he? He's impulsive. He doesn't always see the dangers. Oh, journal pages. Let's have a look. So we know about the pup. We know about the burning cold. We know about him getting better. And we have the pictures that he drew downstairs. Here we go. This is the one we need to read. December 10th, 2016. What the hell, Daniel? The first rule. What was this kid running away from? And did his father see something? Got you there. And we know about the customization with souvenirs, which I'm not going to do for the moment. Let's look in this bag. And that's just customization. Good. Okay. So clothes get dressed. Anything else we can do in the room before we do clothes get dressed? Didn't look like it. Clothes get dressed.
Okay. Time to get Daniel at the Ericksons.
Yeah, put some clothes on first. You'll freeze. So literally, let's stand here and get dressed. How long has he been there? Did he get invited in? It seems unlikely that Charles would have invited him in. Charles wants to keep as quiet as possible the things that are going on. Hence, tell Claire everything's fine. Charles knows that Claire's got suspicions about
Claire?
what's going on there.
Steven!
Guess they're not around.
Anybody home?
Probably not. This is no time to play trains.
Well, looks like I'm home alone.
Yes. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah.
Oh, right. Sunday morning.
Oh,
Claire and Steven must be at church.
they must be. Yeah. Stephen accompanies her to church. I'm not sure from the context of the discussions we've had that his beliefs are as strong as Claire's. It's not a comfort to him to the same degree that it is to Claire after Karen's disappearance. Alright, let's go. The house actually isn't that big, is it? It's taken me a while to realise this. Oh, the table's been sorted and reset. There are not a lot of Christmas decorations, but what there are cheerful and colourful. And they're sort of everywhere you turn, like there's a couple of stockings on the fridge and there's one on the stairs and there's the Merry Christmas over the top of the table where they eat and there's the tree. It always seems to take much longer putting Christmas decorations up compared to taking them down. Where do we go this way? No, we're going to go out the front door. You know, the door that we're not supposed to go out of. Oh, Claire's not going to like this. Note.
Well, I guess they won't be back for at least 2 hours.
Let's see. Morning, sleepyheads. We let you sleep in today while we're at church. Back by noon for lunch. See you in a bit. Love, Grandma and Grandpa. P.S. The Christmas tree is perfect. Good job, kids. P.S.S. Thanks you for tidying up a bit. Yeah,
Maybe I could use Steven's laptop.
Oh, now
It's been ages since I've had news from the real world.
Yes. You know, the laptop, the phone, those things you're not allowed to use under Claire's rules. She did say my house, my rules, didn't she, when it came to Karen's room? Right, I'm just making sure there's nothing else I can use in here, and then we're going to look at Stephen's computer.
I could just delete my browser history after I'm done.
You could, that's very true.
Jeez. Steven went search crazy on us.
He did.
Look at this.
Let's start reading. Article 1, Seattle blast and shooting an unresolved mystery. Article 2, Officer Tanaka holds press conference on Seattle incident. SPD is still considering every lead, including terror attack and gang fight. Article 3, more questions than answers in Seattle incident as friends and neighbours mourn loss of local mechanic. Okay.
What the hell is this?
Oh, hang on. There's actual lots of stuff on
I had
here.
no idea Steven could fall for this bullshit conspiracy theory.
There's a stack of stuff on here we can read. It's got previous and next here. Let me just see if I can... Oh, we've got some more articles. Article 4, where are the Diaz brothers? Article 5, going back in time a little bit. I blacked out, says main witness of the Seattle blast after leaving hospital. I wonder who that was. Article 6, Seattle protests. SPD to hold awareness workshops on racial bias. Okay, now we'll go and have a look at all this here lot. Hey, is anybody following the Seattle shooting incident? There's a lot of weird things going on that nobody can explain. 1. How did the police officer really die? 2. Where did this mysterious explosion come from? 3. How did the fugitive brothers get around? 4. Why are the police being so secretive with details? Discuss. If you have any inside scoop, please post here. And we've got some posts. Skidoo68. I've been all over this. Go to fakeexplosion.url for the full story of this cover-up. The new power plant they want to build in the city is definitely part of this. Looks like they just framed the poor kids too. And then we have GH Pimp. I saw that surveillance footage and there is no way that was a natural explosion. What is going on in Seattle? Maybe prepping for a false flag operation. And then Jill 101. I read that a motel owner saw the kids and that he said the kids blew up his toilet. American Eye. Did you see the news report about the brothers at the gas station? Sounds sketchy. Madman. Not everything is a conspiracy, you US. Hipster Baby Doll. My friend's parents work for the Oregon PD and they say there's a big secret manhunt for the two brothers. I heard they might have been used for experiments, but now they're on the run because the experiments worked and made them dangerous. I know there are experiments going on everywhere because I came from an experiment. Oh God. Okay. We're out of that. Oh, we can do more. We can log in. Log in.
Holy shit. Who are these assholes?
More to read.
That's some fucked up hate speech.
Alexa Stone. Cop killer. You can run, but you can't hide. Corey Alexander Jr. This is what happens when you let cockroaches in the kitchen. Strong Boy. I've got a 38 bullet with you and your brother's name on it. Sleep tight, kids. Lila Park. Here's Lila. I just reported you for death threats. Strong Boy. Go back to China, dog eater. Oof, my God. Clementine Kolshak. Hi, Mr. Diaz. I'm a reporter for the Seattle Underground, and if you'd be interested in an off-the-record interview to air your side of this story, please message me at your convenience. Thank you. Lila Park. Thank you for your help. Sean and Daniel are not killers. You can contact me if you need information. Melissa Jane Roberts. They don't deserve exposure. Lila Park. No comment. American Citizens Coalition. No more sanctuary cities. My God.
Wow.
There's more of it.
Lila seems to be having a hard time.
Lila does.
Never seen her this salty.
She's fielding an awful lot of hatred and flack here, isn't she? Lila Park. Law and justice are not always the same. Gloria Steinem. Lila Park. The limp flamethrower. Lila Park. Cool story, bros. Guess what? Too late. Seattle protests SPD to hold awareness workshops on racial bias. Adam Barnes. Hey, want to hang out at the park this afternoon? Lila Park. Sorry, dude. Not today. Is Lila alright?
I should really call Lila to check on her.
You should call Lila to check on her. Let's visit Brody's blog, whatever that is.
Well, Brody,
Oh, Brody's
if
got
we
his
ever
blog,
make it
hasn't he?
home, wherever that is,
This is his travel blog.
you'll be much, much welcome.
On the Edge by Brody Holloway, November 7, 2016, Salt Lake City, Utah. This dispatch from Off the Road is a tribute to a couple of new young friends I met on a recent adventure that I've yet to transcribe or even fully process yet. I'll leave the details vague to protect the innocent because believe me, they are not guilty, but let me digress. The best part about being a professional traveller, meaning I sometimes make gas money off these dispatches, is the people you meet on the proverbial road. Of course, the worst part about being a professional traveller is the people you meet on the actual road. I've been too lucky for a variety of reasons, though I've had moments of fear from the highway patrol following me at night, to that weird I picked up in Iowa who wouldn't leave the car. Read that awful account here. Ultimately, I approach strangers as potential friends, if not allies. I am that naive and stupid that the universe feels sorry for me and lets me skate by as I help people on instinct rather than objectivity. First thought, best thought. I still hear my ex-brother, his choice, telling me years ago that you read all this Kerouac about life on the road, but you can't even change a tyre. He was right, so I learned how to change a tyre. I'm not good at it, so I also have towing insurance. End of dilemma. However, I can't always give my own version of roadside assistance, including to my young compañeros who needed it the most. I wish I could have done more for them, maybe even joined their quest, because it's a more important journey than mine. Instead of just pushing a rock up a hill, I could have helped them move mountains out of the way. If we were hanging out again, I would ask them to forgive me for not coming along to offer what help I could. Then again, I'm kind of a clumsy dork and I could have, by trying to play saviour. The paralysis of analysis. My suspicion is that they really didn't need me in the end, just each other. Okay, Brody. Interesting. Next. Oh, he's carrying on. So I'll continue to weave this highway and roadside tapestry, always paying it forward. Call it guilt if you want, I'm still that geeky, sincere kid who looked up to anybody who wanted to change the world for good, who wanted to move mountains for others. I always wanted to be a car-bound Lewis Lane, a roaming reporter getting in the face of this corrupt matrix. Sure, my adult cynic knows the system is rigged, that we're screwed, and that justice is often just a joke. But when I saw the faces of my wandering friends who went through hell, and are still there for all I know, smiling with childlike gratitude at my most trivial of gifts, I felt ashamed, saddened. There are times when I encounter a little lost soul and they flash that wide-eyed, grateful, frightened stare at you and you feel your heart break into a million pieces. And now I think of those children out there alone in the night, on the precipice, the razor's edge of America and beyond, wanting only the most basic of life's needs like food and parents. It makes me cry and sick at once. Then I rage against the dying of the light and vow to do my part. That's the benefit of an activist on wheels. I always like to think of myself as moving forward like a friendly shark, otherwise we don't eat, we don't survive. Now I find myself thinking of the past, wondering if I gave the best advice to those in need, if I even helped those lost children of the American night by leaving them on their own. Then I realised that I'm the one who's actually lost out here. My friends climbing the hills know exactly where they're going, and I know they're going to make it home. I'd like to plan a visit.
Brody makes everything interesting.
He does.
Even the weirdest stuff.
Sorry, I paused to refill my drinks bottle. Here we are in October 31st, 2016. The sky is almost a perfect blue cliché as I pull my weary gas beast off the winding Highway 5 into the tiny main vein of Rockville Springs, Wyoming, and at its community height, population 472. This is a stark, barren land before time, like any other sleepy town born from the local mine shafts that fed the community along with the robber barons who owned the oil. The citizens suffered their fair share of tragedy over the decades, but managed to retain a healthy main street with a few thriving shops and services. But by the end of the oil-starved 1970s, the once sleepy town was in a coma after the last drops of the precious earthblood had been mined. The company quietly closed shop and left the town and populace to their own devices, which meant most people packed up, closed shop, and left forever. Which brings me today to Rockville Springs, Wyoming, population 51. Inhabited by ghosts who stayed behind to haunt what was left of the town, discarded their white sheets and are now stark naked. There was always an eccentric Lynchian aura over Rockville Springs, as demonstrated by their very own nudist community, who'd been quietly amassing ever since the 1950s, after the local oil first gushed from the earth. The town wasn't as religious or conservative as others in the repressive era, so the thought of nude volleyball didn't cause a legal scandal. How could it, when the city's own mayor was seen, or unseen, sunbathing in his birthday suit? So therefore nobody gave a rat's, even though they could see everybody's. When the majority of the town was abandoned, the nudist community saw this as their chance to pursue the end goal of their lifelong dream, a naked public sphere free of moral judgment. It goes on. He's very good, Brody, but he does write a lot. But back in the future, i.e. 2016, the leftover, forgotten and unclothed residents of Rockville Springs have come under some misguided public and political attacks for their au naturel lifestyle. Thanks to smug media reports, curious visitors now drive through the depleted main street, not to get a cup of the damn fine pie and coffee at Raw Cafe, tell 'em Brody sent you, but to giggle and take selfies with the nude townspeople as their background props. It's rather gross to witness, as I did in my brief drive-through report. Yet there is no doubt some members of the town welcome the tourists because they spend money. There's that old expression, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Ironically, I'd heard about Rockville Springs in my travels and vowed to stop there someday, if only to satisfy my need to see a 56-year-old naked man change the oil in my car. Then I had a boring epiphany. How do you talk to a naked person? I found out you just talk. You don't forget that they're not wearing clothes, but you actually end up being embarrassed that you are. The people I saw and chatted up didn't even have any particularly unique insights into the world or geopolitics. As the mechanic told me, I give them taxes. Don't ask me to vote for that too. Ironically, some tended to be quite conservative. They just wanted to not pay taxes without clothes. Others seem to stay out of sight when the crowd's around, which makes the recent media circus more insulting, since the tone of the reports is always a condescending, "Ooh, look at the funny people with sagging flesh, cooking eggs and jogging down the road." And full disclosure, I admit that the former Brody would have been one of those same judgmental... Glad I'm not him anymore. Okay, take a breath, my dude. I'm not saying this mild condemnation is a great threat to liberty. We obviously have worse going on in this big country, but it's always a revealing microcosm of how we treat each other in all our naked hypocrisy. Yeah, Brody can write. Brody can write. I think we leave that now because we've done everything, haven't we? Good. I'm heading for the neighbours. I have to remind myself that's where I'm going. I've read the note. Can we door? Can we door? We can door. It's time to go and get Daniel. Oh, Daniel, you're so bad. You had one job, Daniel.
Okay. Let's get this brat back home now.
Ooh. Yeah, you see, I think Sean's patience is starting to wear thin. He's been understanding. He's explained the logic behind not making more contact
Why does
than they
Daniel
need to.
never listen?
I'm wondering the same
Maybe
thing.
I'm too soft with him.
Maybe you are. Perhaps you just needed to lay the law down a little bit more firmly. What in the name of all that's was that? I doubt we can interact with any of these things, but I'm just going to have a quick look. Hello, mailbox.
Single dad family.
We can interact.
Way too close to home.
You should never assume that you can't, which now makes me want to jog over to the vehicle. Can I interact with this too? Oh, missed opportunity. That's the wrappings for beer in the back. See, there's always something to see, isn't there? Window. Oh, we can look in the window.
What the fuck? Oh. Kill him.
Daniel. Daniel. If this all goes sour, it's going to be Daniel's fault, isn't it? I know there's a recycle bin.
Wow. That's a lot of beer.
Yeah, it's the beer we're looking at. It's all evidential stuff, isn't it? Can we go in, please? Hello? Just go in.
Daniel, what's going on here?
Sean! Wait!
Oh, you're in trouble.
Don't freak out. I can't explain.
Let me tell him. Sean, I know it sounds crazy, but I have a superpower. You saw me yesterday. I know you did. I was flying. I can move things, objects, with my mind.
Oh, a superpower. Really?
Yes.
The minute Chris works out he can only do this when Daniel's around, let's say you're responsible.
Great. And you don't realize what that implies? Everyone can see you from the outside. You could get in real trouble. This is dangerous. Do you understand?
Yes, we hear you. We promise to be careful.
This is just our secret, okay?
How long
Nobody
for?
can find out I'm the real Captain Spirit.
And nobody will. Ever.
Now you're an official member of the Spirit Squad. If you betray us, I'll disintegrate you. Nah, just kidding. Oh yeah, we need a team signal.
Totally. I'm gonna be Super Wolf. What's your super name, Sean?
Sean doesn't care. He's going to say he doesn't need one because he's trying to discourage this, isn't he?
I don't need a super name.
No, he doesn't.
I'm already awesome.
Aw, come on. We're gonna call you Super Lame
Oh,
if you don't
thanks for
want to
that.
choose.
Okay, guys, I think we're ready to roll.
Hi, Charles. Where are we rolling?
Excuse me. Who are you?
I'm Sean.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, man. You're here for Daniel. Hey, let's make it official. I'm Charles Erickson.
We know
Nice
this.
to meet you.
Hope you know that Daniel and Chris are a dangerous team.
Oh, yeah.
We better watch out, or they're gonna take over the world.
Yeah. They share a lot of things.
Don't joke
As
about
thick as
that.
thieves.
Can we go get the Christmas tree now? We're both ready to fly.
Yes. The team has been waiting too long. Hey, you should come along too. There's nothing going on over here.
Yes! Can't wait to see all the decorations. And Sean, we could buy Christmas presents for Grandma and Grandpa.
They'll worry.
Well, they'll worry if we leave the house. And remember, you still have to get better, Daniel.
Sean, come on.
He's
I
talking
haven't
him
done
into it.
anything fun since I got sick. It's the first time I've been out for days.
We won't be gone for long. The market's only a few miles away. Anyway, they'll be at the service for at least another hour.
Yeah, Sean, I can show Daniel around. You can come with us.
Oh,
Please say yes.
I get the feeling we're going.
Please, please.
Okay, you win. Not a fair fight. So let's go.
this is not
Yes!
Yeah!
See? Dangerous.
good. You don't know.
Okay, team, give me a time out to clean up the back seat. I'll honk when I'm done.
Ooh, can I use the bathroom?
Of course. Oh, you'll see my comic books. I'm glad you're coming too. Hey, you want to see my toys?
Oh, score! The new hot dog man?
Since you're a new member of the team, you have to know everybody. These are Captain Spirit's friends and his enemies.
Dude, That's pretty cool.
Can you guess who are the good guys and the villains?
Let's see.
Oh, right, okay. We're gonna navigate here, are we? So we'll go.
The bad guys, the good guys. Not that easy, right?
Okay, it's taken me a good 2 minutes to work out that you actually can move these figures from one side to the other by highlighting them and then pressing the appropriate thing.
Careful. It may be tricky.
I'm trying to remember what happened in Captain Spirit. The shark car, attacked one of the...
Look closely.
Yes, okay, attacked one of the creatures. So I'm going to put him over this side with the villains. And I think Insectoid is one.
Careful. It may be tricky.
I don't think Dino was one. I can't remember about Warrior, but it's not saying that's right. Bear was a hero.
The bad guys, the
Pirate
good
hero.
guys.
Let's put
Not
pirate.
that easy, right?
Shut up. I'm trying to sort them out.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the Warrior belongs on the hero's side.
Look closely.
Let's move him. This is the villain's side. This is what I've worked out. And this is the hero's side. So, still wrong. That must mean I've got one of these wrong.
Careful. It may be tricky.
Pirate? Is that it? Have I done that?
The bad guys, the good guys. Not that easy, right?
Now I can look at Chris and say, have a guess.
Okay. How did I do?
You're not a very good observer.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Okay, let me introduce them to you.
Yeah, please do. I got it wrong.
This is Team Spirit, the
Okay.
good guys. There's the
Yes.
Forest Warrior, Power Bear, Marty Rex, and Sky Pirate.
Okay.
So, who are the bad guys?
That's Noctarius and the Shark Stinger.
Didn't I get
There's
that right
also
then?
Snowmancer, but he's out in the garden. Captain Spirit kinda took care of him. He might need a little surgery now, but they're all working for Mantroid, who's the real supervillain,
So, where is he?
hiding
where is
out on his
Mantroid?
evil planet, waiting for me. But Captain Spirit and Superwolf will make sure he doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah. Strength in numbers. Sounds like Mantroid is in trouble.
Just wait until he sees what Captain Spirit can do now.
Yeah. About that.
Yeah, I mean, don't go jumping out of tree houses, Chris. You know, because you haven't really got a superpower. That would be not a good thing. Does your father know?
Does your dad know about any of this? Did he
Did he see it?
see something yesterday?
No, he didn't see anything, and
goodness.
the
And?
power didn't work yesterday. After I fell. Must have been too tired.
Okay. Good. I mean, he could be pretty disturbed if he knew.
I'm definitely not telling Dad. I don't want to freak him out.
No,
He's worried about other stuff anyway.
Yeah, we know all about this, don't we? So what about... Let's pry.
Chris, it's none of my business, but are you and your dad okay?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Claire seems to be worried about you guys. Yesterday, Steven and her talked about your dad. I think they had a talk with him.
Claire's always worried. We're cool. Totally. He has a hard time being on his own. That's all.
He's very perceptive for his age, isn't he? Let's say we understand this.
Well, I can understand that,
Yeah. A little bit of
but I hope
sympathy.
you know you're not alone.
Thanks, Sean. But I don't feel scared anymore. I have the power. And I have Daniel. Sorry, the water heater is still broken.
There's
I
the
never
signal.
did sort the water heater.
Come on, Daniel.
Hey! Pro tip, don't go in there.
Yeah.
Okay, squad. Let's roll. You need my jacket? I don't want you catching another cold.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, take shelter.
And don't be
behind them.
waving your arms around when I'm driving, okay?
Yeah. Remember, Daniel, don't mess around.
All right. Jeez.
I always find it strange when you see people
Thanks for clearing the snow from the porch.
driving like this.
You're awesome.
You're welcome, Dad.
I mean, you get arrested for just having two kids loose in the back of your car like that in this country. If you drove around with your kids like that, you wouldn't get very far. But I suppose they are in the middle of nowhere, although they are about to go into town. Interesting then, so the good thing is Chris has assumed that the superpower is his, and in a way Daniel deflecting it onto Chris has taken away any suspicion Daniel might have had that it was that Chris might have had that it was Daniel who was responsible for saving him from falling from the treehouse. But Sean doesn't see it that way. Sean just sees it as a use of his power in public, so the secret was in danger of getting out. It's bottled for the moment, it's corked inside, but there's pressure there. How this is going to resolve, heaven only knows. Well, we're in town now, so for goodness sake, Daniel, no using your power. This is what Sean should be whispering in his ear as they approach the place where they're going to get the Christmas tree from. And I presume this is it. Hi, doggy. This whole thing is just fraught with possible danger.
Okay, buddy.
Because
You
it's
ready?
Daniel.
Yeah.
Tell him. Sean,
Hey!
You guys go ahead and we'll come back to meet you, okay?
I knew he was going to do this.
Brothers meeting.
Sure.
But-
Don't get lost.
Tell him, Sean.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing? I can't believe it. How many times do we have to keep going over the rules?
Don't show the power. I know. But Chris thinks he can do all this cool stuff.
He does.
I wish he could. He reminds me of Noah. I just miss having friends, Sean.
Yeah, but that's not an excuse for doing this, is it? Protect the secret.
Listen, I understand, but we have to be extra careful out here. You can't let people see you. You know the rules.
Yes, I know the rules. But I'm careful. I only do things when it's me and Chris. Nobody sees us.
Yeah, nobody but me. What if it was Chris's dad? Or grandma? Or a cop? Or...
Okay. I get it. But I'm careful.
That's not enough. You have to be extra careful.
All right. I swear I will.
Deal. I'm counting on you, Enano.
Can I go see Chris now?
Yeah, let's go. But don't forget what I said.
You've had this conversation before, Sean. It wasn't effective the last time. What makes you think it will be this time? The thing with Daniel is
Wow. So many
there are
trees.
so many trees. He hears it.
Ugh.
He listens
Look
to a
like
degree.
giant cocoons.
They do a bit.
Creepy.
Yeah. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, anybody? He listens, he hears, but he doesn't internalise it, and he nods and says, I'll be careful, which isn't the same as saying, I will not use my power in public. I'll be careful isn't the same thing at all. I reckon Sean knows
Coming, Sean?
Don't worry.
he's in trouble.
I'll be
here.
around.
Yeah, I'll be around. Any of these people interactable? I'm loving the trees. There's some people over here. Actually, you know what? Here's me saying interactable. Should I even be talking to these people?
Dad pushed every year to get a plastic tree. But we never surrendered.
No, always had the real thing. So, Am I looking at the vendor now? Hey, vendor. I'm just looking at you, man.
Dad pushed
You've said
everything
that.
to get a plastic tree, but we never surrendered.
I want to look at the vendor, please, game. I'll tell you what, I'll come round the... No, I can't go around the side. I can go around the side.
I'll tell you later.
Greetings, vendor. It would appear that I can and can't talk to you because the game keeps going in and out of saying you're interactable. Quick, got him.
Sorry, man. I prefer my pine trees alive.
Dangerous mission.
Well, it's horses for courses.
We'll have to tame the one we want.
These trees are not cheap. A small fir, $50. Big fir, $70. Have you got a mini spruce?
Behold, the giant condom machine.
Yes, okay. Open my backpack and check on my other objectives. What have I picked up here? I have Interstellar Traveller. I used to watch this show when I was a kid. And also, we've gone to the Christmas market, December the 11th, 2016. Yep, that's done, and we know we can customise the
Come on, you wanted to come.
backpack.
Stop pouting for a change.
Oh, poor kid. He's not going to get the
Look at
tree.
another one.
Daniel. Kid wants the really big tree. Mum is being practical and saying, our house is not that big, plus it costs a lot of money, let's have one of the smaller ones.
Ooh, this one is cool.
It's fantastic.
Okay, I'll just pick one myself.
You do that. I'm exploring. My brother is running around with his new friend. Hello. Actually, you know what worries me about this? I know that Sean, you know, is in town and there's a danger that he'll be spotted. At least Daniel's wearing face makeup, which makes it slightly more difficult for him to be recognised if pictures of the boys have been circulated, that is. Are we talking? Hey, what are you looking at? Okay. I'll go back and talk to Charles, who's smoking in a yard full of Christmas trees. No fire risk. There's a whole market here we can look at. Santa mailbox.
Dear Santa, we've been good kids this year.
Yes, you have.
Please explain this hot mess.
Yes. Kind of been good.
Sure. I'm fine for now.
Got all the supplies in my truck, so don't worry.
This is so different from Seattle.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
know if I can get used to it.
quietly different, isn't it?
Is that a yo-yo? Daniel had one back home.
Maybe.
Bet he'd love this.
Yeah. You're not going to steal it from a donation box, are you? Because that might bring attention, and we don't want attention. We have an RV. Can I get to the RV? I think I'll have to go round the other side. Somehow I might be able to. Let me see if I can. Look.
Man, it would have been so cool to have one of these before coming here.
Well, yes, but that's realistically not going to happen anymore, is it? Oh, we're looking for the present, aren't we? I've got $4.03. That isn't going to buy me a lot. So I can't afford a Christmas wreath.
Claire and Steven definitely have a kink for Christmas. Bet they like these.
Yeah, you got $4.03, my friend. Cards?
Hi, everybody. We're taking a year off to run away from cops. Daniel has got telekinesis now. Hope
Yes.
you're doing well.
Hope you're doing well. There are other things we might be able to buy.
We only sell handmade
Holy
local products.
shit.
Come take a look.
All right, well, it's religious. Claire would like one of those. What gifts do we have? $5. Can't afford those.
Funny how all small towns always sell the same handcrafted crap.
How do we can't pick one. Let's...
You won't find better deals in Beaver Creek.
Yeah, you've got beavers. I can see the beavers. There is food.
Ugh. It's weird to have all this food around after a month of ravioli diet.
Yeah, I'm sure Grandma's been feeding you cookies because that's what grandmas do. Vendor. Vendor. Let's speak to the vendor.
Hey. Hi.
Good morning, young man. It's nice to see a new face in this old
Oh,
town.
it's not a new face.
Thanks.
Don't look too closely.
It's a super cool market you got here.
Small towns are the best for Christmas. Who are you staying with?
You can answer that.
The Reynolds?
Everybody knows Stephen. He was Beaver Creek's fire chief years ago.
He was?
You're not his grandson, are you?
Yes, that's us. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's great. He told me about you, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, nothing to say, has there?
It's
nothing
been
to
a
say.
few years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Family stuff.
I bet. Anyway, look around, and if you find anything you want, I'll give you the special Reynolds discount.
Hey, thank you. That's tremendous. Good, because I haven't got $5.
We only sell handmade local products. Come take a look.
Interesting, isn't it? So Claire and Stephen have kept Karen's disappearance and everything connected with it, the disintegration of the family, quiet. They've kept it private to themselves. They've just stopped speaking about these things to their friends and the other residents, the people they meet in town, which is why there's a gulf in that man's knowledge.
You won't find better deals in Beaver Creek.
They used to speak about the grandchildren. They stopped speaking about the grandchildren. No explanation given. He didn't know that it was family stuff that had caused it. Right, I'm going to pick one. Pick a gift. What should we have? Should we do a sitting bear? Let's go with not a beaver. We'll go with a snowman because it's suitably Christmassy and they like Christmas decorations.
We only sell handmade local products.
Do
Come
we
take a
want
look.
that one? Look at it. Yeah, we'll take that one. Can I, Mr. Vendor? Can I buy a snowman?
I'd like one of those snowman things.
Of course. They're handmade by local kids.
Oh, God,
and,
now I feel
of
bad.
course, you get the friendly price
Which is?
to celebrate the Reynolds reunion.
Oh, that's really cool. Thanks.
Yeah, it was $5. Now it's $4.99. Let's pay.
Here you go.
You didn't say what the
Thanks.
price was. $4.
Anything else?
No. Have you got anything for 3
good.
cents?
Have a nice day then.
Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
You too.
Thanks. Cool. Mission accomplished.
See, I'm betting
Better
this.
leave now, before Claire and Stephen come back.
Good idea. I'm betting this guy doesn't even know what the family name was that Claire and Stephen's daughter had married into. So there'll be no connection made there with the news reports about the missing brothers.
I miss Dad's Christmas atoll.
Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't know what this is. And actually, the way he introduced himself to the vendor, he didn't actually mention a brother. So as far as the vendor's concerned, there's just Sean. Oh, we've got a singer. I'll come and see you in a minute. Face in a hole.
Whoa. The
You
guy
too
who
can be a
painted that
reindeer.
must have been seriously high.
So your face is the reindeer's nose. Is that right? Is that how it works? We must talk to this singer, mustn't we? Oh, I'm so sorry. I've got 3 cents.
It's not much, but she probably needs it more than me right now.
Have we just done something good there?
She looks so out of place here. Cool.
He likes that. We'll eat for food. That's a good sign. I like that. Hi. Okay, she's going to play and we won't hear it because gay music is... Oh no.
It's me, you've come to take my due. for me. We played a game of skillful ends, and so I
Okay, we could listen to this forever, but I'm not going to because I suspect it goes on for a while.
give me your love, give me your gun, and you chased us back to where we'd gone.
I'll come back to you in a second, singer.
So the morning came, swept the night away. Found what you were looking for?
Oh, she's
City
speaking to
boy?
me.
Yeah,
How do you know he's a city
something
boy?
for my little brother.
You bought your brother something out here. Damn. Poor kid.
She's got a
Sorry.
point.
I'm just a grumpy old gal. Me and my friends have been crashing here for the week. Nobody gives a shit about us. Yeah, I can tell you're not from around here.
Now we are.
Now we are. Kinda.
That sounds complicated.
It is.
Trauma?
Yeah. Lots.
Yeah, I hear that. Way too much.
What about you and your friends? Road trip?
Not really. We kind of hop from place to place, hunting for little jobs. And
Must be a long ride.
that's okay. We hop on trains. Gives us time to rest.
Well, I mean, partly he's going to say it's wicked, and partly he's going to say it's dangerous. He's going to try and keep in with her, so I think he'll say,
Man, that sounds wicked.
You have no idea. It's free and so fucking fun. Well, unless you get caught or fall, but we've been lucky so far. That's the best. Nobody tells us what to do. No corporation owns us.
And you get to see so many cool places.
Exactly. Next stop is Humboldt County, California.
Stoner break.
Not even close. We actually got work over there.
really?
Sean, what are you doing? We picked the tree with Chris. It's all crooked like an old witch. Oh, hi. Who are you? Ooh, your hair looks so cool. Is it a wig?
Well, what do you think?
I don't know, but it's really cool. I'm Daniel. What's your name?
Hi, Daniel. I'm Cassidy. I dig your superhero outfit.
I'm on a secret mission with my friend.
Don't do it.
It's very dangerous.
I can tell. I hope you get your mission accomplished. And what's your name?
Oh, Sean. I thought I told you.
Now you did.
Sorry, you went through some shit with the guys. How much you make? You ready? Hello, pups.
Ooh, is that your doggy?
Yeah, we've seen it
So
before.
cool.
Yeah, he's been through a lot. Like most of us. So we adopted him. And he stinks. Yeah, you stink and you like it, huh?
Daniel adopted a dog.
He's not the only one.
Have you checked your hair? I think it just twitched. You should keep your distance, dude.
I think we're going to compliment her.
She looks really cool, I think.
See? He knows I'm clean. You're the nasty one.
Yeah, you always go for those suburban boys.
Are you kidding? You want to talk about your scoreboard, hotshot?
Hey, no worries.
Come on, let's bail.
It was nice meeting you, Sean and
Daniel.
Daniel.
Stay out of trouble, kids.
Goodbye.
Hope we see you on the rails someday.
Yeah. See you around.
Your doggy was so cute. I miss Mushroom.
Yeah, I
I
thought
miss
it
her
made
too.
you think about Mushroom.
Hey, excuse me. Dogs have to be on a leash around here.
It's not our dog.
Too many strays.
Sorry, dude. We don't do leashes.
Well, the city does. an unleashed dog is liable to a fine. So,
You're gonna fine our dog? Well, that's not very nice.
loitering is illegal too. And you don't live here, right? Right?
Calm down, sweetie.
Not as friendly
We're
as it
allowed
seems.
to visit the Christmas market. Our dog's not gonna eat you. Look at him.
You better watch your mouth. You punks are always causing trouble. This is a nice town, okay?
Jeez. Someone needs to get laid.
He's out of pills.
That's it. I'm calling the cops.
Oh, God. He's gonna call the cops on us, Finn.
Chill out. We're leaving this shithole anyway. You guys don't even have a Santa, for Christ's sake.
Merry Christmas.
Fucking parasites.
Why did they fight? I don't get why he yelled like that. We should kick his ass, Sean.
We should not. Not with your superpowers. We're not gonna... I think he's gonna attempt to drop it because although he'd like to sort of support them, there's a danger the prank could go too far.
Better not get involved, man. This guy doesn't look nice.
Yeah, it could
You're
cause
right.
trouble for you two. If he starts asking
They're
questions...
pretty.
Thanks. They are. You can try the face in the whole panel now. Come on, do it.
Whoa.
So cool. How
The
do
guy who
Yes.
painted that, he must have been seriously high. Ridiculous.
Aw, you're jealous because I'm cute. You're a loss.
He's seriously not jealous. In fact, if anyone was to take a photograph of him with his face through that hole, he would shrivel up and disappear. We're over to the truck. Is it time to go? Is that it? Did we do everything that was to be done? I think we did.
Hey, you
Hey.
guys ready to go?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you are. We're ready.
All done.
Cool. Hop in.
Cool. Seriously cool.
Are you having too much fun back there? Yeah. That's what I thought.
So I don't think Charles minds this because Chris having someone else to play with in a non-threatening way, he doesn't see these two as sort of giving away what's going on in the family home, occupies Chris. And an occupied Chris is a useful thing for Charles because then Charles can be Charles, can't he? And watch his sports and all the rest of it and not have to be thinking at all what Chris is up to. That may be a jaundiced way of looking at it, but that's the way I see it, knowing Charles the way we do from the awesome adventures of Captain Spirit. I do wonder about Daniel though, like I said, because I think he feigns attention and adherence to what Sean says, but he's only pretending. He doesn't feel it inside. The danger that Sean's expressing isn't real in Daniel's mind. It goes in one ear and out of the other. Okay guys, we're back.
Looks like Daniel found a new brother.
No kidding. He dumped me like a rock.
I'm glad you two came along. It's great
Yes.
that Chris found a new friend out here.
I was just saying the same thing, Charles.
It looks like you did too. What's her name?
We know name.
Cassidy? Cassidy.
Cute name. Do you like her?
She was alright.
She was cool.
He thought she was alright.
You're too quick. Ah!
Anyway,
Got ya!
it's good for me to get out too.
Yes.
We've had a rough time over the past couple of years. My wife, Emily, she died 2 years ago. Obviously, it was tough on Chris.
And it still is.
Shit. I'm sorry, man.
Thanks. It's been a struggle. Especially trying to be a good dad.
Here's the thing, you see, he's conscious of the fact that he should be, but he can't help himself.
Do you have some kind of problems?
I'm just
Struggling?
Not the man I was. I shouldn't have even brought this up, just forget it.
I think he's going to tell Charles.
Claire and Stephen seemed a bit worried about you guys.
He knows it
Well,
already.
they stopped by yesterday.
Yeah.
They really seem to care about Chris. But I'm afraid they get the wrong idea sometimes.
And now he's covering up.
Claire threatens to call social services. That's true. We are not your usual pretty happy suburban family model. But I know things haven't always been good for the Reynolds either.
Interesting. We're not going to say that your mum left, are we? Or are we? Is that too much information? I think it's too much information.
They're so nice, but yeah, they have their problems too.
Sorry for bringing that up.
No, it's
It's
okay.
okay.
We're not going
I
down
hope
that
they
road.
don't stress out because we haven't come back.
Yeah, we should get you two home.
We should get you two home.
Keep them waiting.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Want to set up that Christmas tree?
Yeah!
Well, I'll get there before you with my dadmobile.
No way you can beat Captain Spirit. See you later, Super Wolf.
I was letting him win by the looks of it. Interesting. Are they home yet or
Hello?
not? They're not.
Hello? Claire? Steven?
Looks like Grandma and Grandpa haven't come back from church yet.
Indeed.
Well, at least they won't yell at us for going out.
True.
That was so cool to spend time with Chris at the market. Did you know Chris's mom was an artist?
I didn't. How so?
She drew comics. You should see her drawings. They're so cool. Just like yours.
Thanks, dude.
Hey.
What?
Yeah,
What is it?
Sean? I want to go check on the room. Upstairs.
Karen's room?
I know it's Mom's. Please.
Uh-oh.
Daniel, you heard Claire.
She was pretty
They will
explicit.
freak out if they know we went inside.
We won't tell them. We'll be in total stealth mode. They won't know anything if we make it quick. It's just... I really want to know what's inside.
Yeah, I know you do.
What kind of stuff she had. Chris has tons of things that belong to his mom. And I have nothing. Come on, Sean. You don't even have to come with me.
Oh, that's
if you don't
great.
want to.
You can't let him go on his own.
I'll come with you. So you don't make a mess and get us caught.
Oh, this is not good. Here's the room, but it's locked, isn't it?
We'll find a way to open it.
Or I could just blow this stupid door up with my power.
No.
That looks super easy.
Yeah, I could do that with a hammer. But let's try and find the key instead, alright?
Stealth mode. You really don't want them to know that you've been in there.
I'm just gonna clean up real quick.
Go do that. Hang on a second. I just want to go downstairs.
Gotta find a way to open that door.
I can't go downstairs.
Daniel's gonna keep ranting about
It's
it.
just occurred to me that he said when he was in the office that he should ring Lila, and he didn't.
Dude, hurry. I'll stay here in case they come back.
I hope we get another chance to do that. I shall. Let's explore Vars. We're searching. I get it. We have to search for a key.
Yep, it's empty.
Good. Well, it would never be that easy, although that would have been a place to hide the key. Why would she hide the key? She must have only recently hidden the key then. Bedroom. This is their bedroom. Alright. Okay, so there's a lot of interactable stuff here. Search closet.
Shit. These are Christmas presents?
closed door.
Let's not tell Daniel,
Yes.
or he'd freak.
Oh, hello. Look up as well as down.
Damn. Too high for me.
Chair? No chair. Can I still search it though? Yeah, I can if I click search. Good thinking, good thinking. It's not going to be in the box. I mean, ooh, but there is a lot of stuff in the box.
Would be cool to ask Stephen about his firefighting career.
It would.
He must have had tons of things to tell. Small town hero starter pack.
He's still got his uniform.
Shit.
Oh,
Wish I
Daniel.
had the chance to find my thing too.
Yeah, Daniel would love to play with that.
That would have been really useful when we lived in the woods.
It would. Picture.
Karen's smile in this picture kind of reminds me of Daniel's.
Well, I mean, that was interesting, but it's not a key, is it? I love the way exploring does fill in.
Sean, hurry up.
Shush, I'm busy.
Come back any minute.
I know
Yes,
that.
Daniel.
I'm trying
I
my
know.
hardest. Nightstand search.
Okay, Stephen. Where do you hide this key?
Audio tape.
I don't really see Stephen listening to old school pop rock music.
Dentures. Bedside book.
We clearly don't share politics, but at least Stephen doesn't preach.
This is true, he does tend to keep these things to himself. That's it. That's clothes.
Yeah. Not much to see in here.
There isn't. Is it in the sewing basket?
Sharp objects. Bit like Claire.
We can't even search that. It's not in the sewing basket. Nightstand 2, search.
Come on, little key. Don't be shy.
Ooh, is that it? Hang on, let's look at everything else first.
How much more Irish can you be?
Right. And Bible.
One hell of a bedtime story. Didn't know Claire had sleep troubles.
There you go. She doesn't tell you everything. Small key.
Guess it kind of makes sense.
We have a small key. We've picked up a small key. What? Oh, I thought you meant now.
She left something there, but then she locked the door.
Did you see where she put the key?
I think she put something in her pocket.
Oh,
Yeah,
great. So we haven't got the key
course.
at all. Okay. Porcelain figures.
Karen hated collecting trinkets. She used to say they were just useless dust traps.
She has a point. Everything like that takes dusting, doesn't it? Unless you want it to look revolting.
Who knew this sweet little muffin would turn into such a brat?
It's a nice picture. Nice
Still
picture.
super cute, though.
We've seen those.
Karen hated collecting trinkets. She used to say they were just useless dust traps.
I'm trying to get to the wedding picture and it's not. There we go. Wedding picture.
Love the outfits, guys. Man, he looks so different.
It's
So
the
young.
problem with wedding photographs that the styles tend to date somewhat. Search drawer. Come on, it's got to be somewhere. If it's not the small key we just found.
No.
Although,
No way I'm searching Claire's underwear.
well, you see, you may have missed a chance because that would probably be just the place you would hide it. Oh, we've got the vanity drawer key.
Whoa. I'm just looking for a key. Not the crown jewels. Ew. Are these
Teeth.
milk teeth?
I think they are.
Not sure if it's gross or cute.
It's slightly more gross than
Still.
keeping a locket of hair.
No key here.
Objectives. I know my objectives, which are to find a way to get into that room. We've got a couple of pages here. And December 11, 2016, Daniel really up this time. He got to learn to keep his mouth shut. The Spirit Squad. And the next page, December 11th, 2016. Not really in the mood for Christmas, but I'll play along for Daniel. He really misses having fun like any normal kid. Hello, Christmas. Good pictures. Very good pictures. However, we've not found the correct key. Close that door.
Come on.
Yeah,
Where is this cardigan? No way she wore it to church.
No, so if it's not in her room, can't close that. It's got to be somewhere else. Let's go in the bathroom. Nothing is interactable. Ah, the cardigan! We found the cardigan.
Hey, I think that's the cardigan Claire was wearing yesterday.
Yes, it's Claire's cardigan search.
Yes.
We have a key. We have the key. Hey Daniel, look what I got.
I found one key, so it better fit.
Just try it.
Wow.
There's not that much left. Where do you think they put the rest of her stuff?
Well, that was a potentially dangerous episode, wasn't it? It's difficult to choose a stop point in this sometimes. You have to choose based on where the save symbol appears. Even if they're just about to get into the middle of something meaty, it will mean that you can continue from that point next time, and the meaty stuff will be right at the start of the next episode, which is a good way to start. It was a potentially fraught with danger episode 9. They went into town against Claire's wishes. Sean could have said no at that point, but he may have felt that by doing so it would have raised more suspicion and made Charles wonder why it was the kids wouldn't go, knowing that Claire and Stephen weren't going to be home for ages and, you know, they wouldn't be missed as such. I think there's too a little bit of danger in the fact that Daniel, although he meant well, has kind of transferred the idea of a power existing to Chris. Chris may not realise that Daniel's the one with it, but he's certainly convinced that it exists now. And of course it doesn't in Chris. So we're another adult to find out that this is what Chris thought, or for Chris to say, well, it worked when Daniel was here. They could put 2 and 2 together. Also, there's this thing, I know, that their identities are kind of unknown in this little community at the moment. And I said during the course of episode 9 that the grandparents have been good about not airing their dirty laundry in public. So the majority of the town, it seems, doesn't know the story of what happened with Karen. And they therefore do not make the link between Karen and Esteban Diaz and his death and what happened with the policeman. They haven't got that association in their head. So the 2 boys turning up in town and being excused as being their grandchildren is just being accepted on face value. Still, no one's made the connection. I do wonder, though, whether their identities, their photographs, are out there in numbers so that sooner or later someone would see a picture of them, would remember seeing them in town, and things could happen from that. I don't know. We'll have to find out. I'm nervous about episode 10 because the boys have gone somewhere they shouldn't be now twice. They've now gone into Karen's room. And again, Sean could have said no. He went along with it, I think, because he felt that a determined Daniel would have used his powers anyway. He would have broken the door if necessary. And he doesn't want an angry Daniel on his hands. He's still having to try and mollify him, go along as far as he can without going too far in risking the exposure of his power. Of course, Stephen knows about the power, so if he were to come home and discover the door broken, he might put 2 and 2 together and assume that it was Daniel who did it. On the other hand, Claire doesn't know about Daniel's superpower. If she came home and saw the door broken down, she would, I think, inevitably assume that the boys had simply broken in, both of them, wanting to get in there to find out what was being hidden from them. So look, We'll go into all of that in more detail at the start of episode 10. For now, I've got some knitting to do because I broke bits of that episode into tiny segments when I stopped to get my drinks bottle, and also at the point where I got stuck because I had to spend 2 minutes working out how on earth that game worked when you were moving the figures from one side to the other. It was actually quite simple to do in the end, even though I think I got it wrong. So yeah, a bit of editing to do there to put it all together. Good place to stop. I'll see you for episode 10. Thanks for watching. Bye.